Welcome to the Gamescape, everybody. My name's Jarek, and today we're back in Marvel's Midnight Suns. This is episode 56 of our playthrough. And in our previous episode, we started the episode with the shop class, which was absolutely a disaster. Robbie was mad at Tony because Tony is doing exactly what they knew he was going to do. He brought in a bunch of new equipment and was basically taking over the place and forcing himself into what looked like a leadership position. The entire idea of shop class was for Robbie and Peter to be able to work on things they wanted to work on without Tony and Steven looking over their shoulders. And Tony agreed when he first came into the cave that he was just going to observe. And now he's basically, just like I said, he's taken over, and he upset Robbie and Peter in the process. So still, we got a new item out of it. And for the next time that we're going up against the Hulk, it's a card that applies weak to the enemy for 3 turns, which will help mitigate some of the damage Hulk does. Is it enough? I don't know. He hits pretty hard. Hitting half as hard is still going to hurt. Logan, Steve, and Carol were in the war room looking over the files they got from Crossbones. Apparently, there's a network of tunnels under Mount Wundagore associated with the project Red Skull was working on, and Logan and Steve are talking about going in and seeing if we can do a little smash and grab for some intel on what was going on in there. Unfortunately, Hunter's still injured from the ritual to bind Agatha's spirit to the Abbey, so she's not really in any shape for a mission yet. Instead, we took a mission for some credits, which we were basically out of. Peter and Steven and Wanda went out, and we got a new mission type that I hadn't seen yet. 3 crates, 3 cards in the hands of enemies to open the crates. And the trick is Hydra can set the crates to explode. And it happens at the end of the turn, they set it to do so. So once they've picked a crate, you've got just the rest of that turn to get the guy with the card. But not only that, you have to have a card play remaining to actually open the crate. So it's very difficult. One of the crates was held by, one of the cards rather, was held by one of the Dark Legion, and they're really tough to bring down without making a huge mess. I only managed to get the first crate, but that was credits, which was what we were after, so it worked out. The others would have been nice, but I couldn't pull it off. In fact, I almost lost that mission, but I just managed to barely scrape out a win there. Blade is currently ready for book club, and so we're going to go do that. Between episodes, I did a Essence Patrol, and I also went out and did a total run of the grounds, and I opened up a whole bunch of crates that were out there that had closed again, and I also picked up a bunch of reagents, and so that was we're in.
Do not transform on me now.
We're in pretty good shape as far as pretty good shape as far as credits go at this point.
Club. You coming?
Yes, let's do book club.
Meet you there.
I want to see what Logan's book was about.
My plan backfired.
Uh-oh.
Thought choosing a weird book would drive people away.
Why would you do that?
More punch for the rest of us.
Huh.
Why have I not heard of Crash Morgan? I know it's an older book, but this is exactly the kind of story I like.
I thought Logan might bail, but I told him we bring more snacks this time. I have him figured out. Can we start?
Yeah, let's do it.
I am ready.
All right, Logan, I need to know. Why did you choose this book?
I'll tell you, just not yet. I want to hear what you thought of this book.
It was written in the 1940s, so I expected some repugnant attitudes and phrases. But it surprised me. The writing was simple, yet the story was deeper than it had any right to be.
What was your favorite part?
It's in the chapter where Crash and the princess escape the Zorgots. The next morning, they see the sun rise and Mars rising beside it. When the princess asks what the future holds and Crash just stares at Mars as it eclipses the sun, it gave me chills.
Is it just me, or do the stellar bodies represent their time together?
Absolutely. The time they have together is fleeting. I think this is where Crash first realizes there's no future for the two of them. Anyway, I think the moment gets lost when the Zorgots deploy their Null Stalkers.
I don't get why the robot dog didn't warn them. I thought it could talk.
Not until number 19, the minefields of the reticulates. It's a whole thing.
Got it. So, what's the idea with Crash's promise?
What about it?
When Crash apprehends Glaxogorp, they have a tense conversation in the back of the flypod. Crash says there's a way the Zorgots can leave the moon with everything they want, but the princess must take the throne. Then Crash vows that no queen of royal blood shall ever rule Deimos. Glaxogorp agrees, but why? Crash breaks the vow in the next chapter.
Glaxogorp agrees because all Zorgots know Crash never lies.
Isn't that the point? Crash cares so deeply for the princess that even a vow can be broken. And how does that tie into the Hydra gunfight at the top of the space scraper?
Really? You don't see it?
I do.
They're shapeshifters.
Who?
Crash and Glaxogorp.
No.
Yep.
But then, when do they...
The Hydro gunfight. Crash gets hit in the helmet and goes down. And what happens whenever Crash is unconscious?
The helmet changes color. Turns bronze like the suit.
Right. Then Glaxogorp pulls up on the rocket sled and takes Crash and the princess into custody. That's when they make the switch. Crash and Glaxogorp change form. But where do they stash the princess?
That rocket sled has a bunch of places to hide a princess.
Ah, but the next time you see the sled, Glaxogorp passes it off to another Zorgot and orders it to be sterilized. Their plan required her to be in Crash's suit. The opaque helmet keeps her safe. So we get to the Deimos Council meeting. The princess refuses the throne and declares her love for Crash, who is the princess in Crash's suit. When they embrace, the false princess deactivates the Magna Manacles binding Crash. But Crash nabs the Star Scepter from the fake princess, activates the suit's zoom vest, and smashes through the monoculus.
So, if that's the actual princess, she escapes. But who is the false princess?
That's a shape-shifted Glaxogorp. Without the Star Scepter, Deimos can't crown their queen.
Right. She never wanted it, and the Zorgots definitely don't want it. Glaxogorp, posing as the princess, can steer Deimos away from war.
Sounds like quite a book.
When the fake Glaxogorp vows the Star Scepter shall be restored to the princess, that's actually Crash.
So Crash made two vows and broke neither of them. The cliffhanger with Glaxogorp chasing Crash's ship is actually Crash returning to the princess so they can escape Deimos.
You got it. They reveal the switcheroo at the beginning of number 6, Attack of the Intergalactic Space Weasels.
Clever. I like it more now. And that's where we'll call it for tonight.
So, Logan, why did you pick this book?
Because it's fun.
No other reason?
Every book doesn't need to be a teachable moment.
Fair enough.
I almost wish this book was a comic instead. I would have liked to see the monoculus.
My book was the best of them.
You have only been to 2 meetings.
Yeah, but you know I'm right.
All right, let's get out of here.
You did not mention a book for next time.
Yeah, with everything going on, I'm gonna put book club on a hiatus until things are less apocalyptic.
I hope we come back to this in the future.
Same here. Books are a gourmet meal for thought. Not to call anyone out, but you just can't feed your mind gristle.
Who else would you invite if you could?
There's a lawyer who got me out of a bad situation a few years back. Smart as a whip, picks up on subtle things even I tend to miss. As long as the books we read have Braille copies, I could convince him. Actually, I need to thank you for sticking around since the beginning. For all your help with Carol.
Of course.
I don't get close to many people. I never get into relationships. That's not a rule I ever break. But I did with Carol. Beyond all the reasons, I find her amazing. Do you know why?
You are into her because she can kick your ass.
That's exactly it.
Really? I was joking.
I'm not. Vampires fight dirty. They'll kill whoever you love just because they can. If they really want you to suffer, they'll turn your true love into one of them. That's why dating me is a death sentence, and I refuse to put that weight on anyone. But can you imagine some pissant vampire trying to chow down on Captain Marvel? First, his fangs would snap off on contact with her skin. Then she'd just chuck it into space. No hiding from the sun out there. There's no way they can ever touch her. But it's not just that.
It is you. She is safe from you.
Yeah. I never break my rule because I know deep down there's a chance I could lose control. But with Carol, hell, she could hold me over her head till I was myself again. Wouldn't even break a sweat.
Completely unrelated, I want to watch Captain Marvel bench press Blade.
I would not.
You are no fun.
And you already knew that. Well, I'm glad you joined me for all of this. Maybe next time the world is ending, I'll start a sparring club.
A sparring club? Is that just training with a fancy name?
You saw right through me. You leaving?
Yeah.
That is it for me.
Good meeting.
All right. Piercing slash, rapid healing. I think this is new. It is. We'll take the new one. All right. Let's hit the sack. See if Hunter gets healed up in the morning here. Oh, we got somebody wants to talk.
You're headed into unsecured tunnels beneath Mount Wundagore with Wolverine as your guide. I'd understand if you've got some worries.
I have full faith in Wolverine, and I can handle myself. We will be fine, no matter what we find in those tunnels.
That is some A+ courage you're displaying, Hunter. You and Logan will make us all proud.
What was Logan saying about someone named Sin?
Ah, yes. She's a member of Red Skull's family. I've tangled with her a few times. She's a chip off the old block. Minus the giant Red Skull, of course.
Do you think she knows about this Project Gottmortar?
I have no doubts. I caught her trying to raid a museum for some of Red Skull's artifacts. If Crossbones was going to give his intel to anyone besides Lilith, it would have been her.
But he did not. He gave it to you.
Right. And that leaves us little choice. If we don't find this Project Gottmortar, it's only a matter of time before Sin does. Good luck out there.
Right. Everybody's all lined up at the bar and nobody wants to talk. Let's hit the sack. Tomorrow is a new day and maybe Hunter will be healed. Who knows? I have a suspicion we have one more day that we need to wait. Yeah. Central hero op completed. Have new gamma coils. Take a quick look around. Don't see anything out in the yard. Hey, Charlie.
Hello, my sweet girl.
All right,
Hey,
what's...
Can I ask a favor?
Hunter, you're the best when you embrace your better nature. I've seen it. I know it. Upgrade a light hunter ability. We get 3 light balance and an epic light ability and 6 Spider-Man friendship.
Thanks,
And
Hunter.
I'm sure we can find a light ability to upgrade in the next 3 days. Let's get these coils unwrapped. This coil that we just got. It's a legendary coil. We might get something decent out of it, actually. All right, research also. Supreme Focus. Not super excited about that one, but it's what it is.
How's it going, boss?
We'll get the other one tomorrow.
Is that a challenge?
All right, legendary coil gets us a chaos field, shield, web slinger, web throw, and quick toss, which is new. Knockback and quick. Well, it's new. We'll take that for sure. Chaos field on redraw, recover 124 health for 2 turns. Allies near gain 1 resist at the end of the turn. Shield of the Seraphim he's already got. Web slinger, web throw. Yeah, let's take the chaos field upgraded one. Okay.
Farewell.
And I need a new phoenix feather. Not enough resources. Oh, I'm sure we can find some resources. Inventory. I can get rid of this one because I don't really plan to use that probably. She's got her gather. We can do this one. Okay, those are probably good.
This should be useful.
Looking good. Some gloss. Is that the first time through here? All right, combat therapy. Who got hurt? Peter and Wanda both. Yeah, let's get Wanda in there. Okay, 40 credits for 10 power. Increase the size of area abilities. That would have been good for Wanda too. Area abilities. That's Tony's got them. So does Steve. Let's do Tony.
I guess I could show you a couple of things. Good stuff. Better than the modeling simulation.
Great abilities.
Time to take it to the next level.
Carol's got something to upgrade. Cosmic Ray. On knockout, gain 1 counter. Oh, sorry. Rain of
Caretaker
blows.
said I need to be a team player. So I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
Consume all heroism to deal damage. On knockout +1 move, or on knockout gain 110 block. This isn't great. Consumes all heroism to deal damage, 66 for each heroism. I guess it could be good if you wanted a nice, big, powerful one-hit wonder. Chaos Field. I don't have the skill essence. This would do on redraw, recover 124 health for 2 turns. Allies near gain 1 resist and recover 248 health at the end of the turn. We'll get that upgraded. We're not going to do it just this second. Okay. All right. Let's see. Blade wants to talk.
Want to talk shop? This lifestyle of ours, you know, hunting the forces of darkness. How do you like it?
I'm not sure like is the proper word, but it has got some unique challenges. For instance, a perk are the allies and friends we meet.
Glad you said that. There are too many lone wolves out there. It's good to rely on others every once in a while.
But when we must go at it alone, it is best to have an impressive arsenal like yours.
I've spent decades experimenting and putting it together. Any of them interest you?
Your wardrobe is the height of style.
Part of the appeal of the lifestyle is the style.
Shades? Check. Sleek long coat? Check.
Can't forget the sassy one-liners. For real though, this coat's been with me the whole ride. Feels like my soul's part of the fabric. I could never part with it. And I'm the only one who could stand the smell. Being good at what we do ain't all about the gear or our ability to improvise. It's about why we do it. You got a good understanding of the why, and the how falls right into place.
My reasons are very complicated.
If they were simple, I'd be worried about you, Hunter.
Okay. Magic wants to talk.
I have something for you.
Oh?
Oh, ingredients.
Here you are.
You are good at following direction.
Okay, dried saddle and corpse flower. Minus 50 heroic essence. That'll be for emo kids. All right, let's get these guys out of here.
Just like you wanted.
Okay, target's targeting Carol, plus 82 damage. 10% chance to apply stun. And lethal pounce. All right. We've got 2 more. This is for epic ability. We can send... Oh, we don't have a lot of choices here, do we?
If I had time, I'd take care of these myself. But I have been accused of hogging the ball before.
Epic ability. Let's send Steven.
I'll make it my highest priority.
And this one is a rare. We can send Ileana, I guess.
I will do as you wish. Bye.
Okay. Quick run through the library here, and then we will get us a mission. Unfortunately, Hunter's still hurt. So taking this isn't going to be the best. How bad? Don't know. One more day? I think one more day. We could definitely use some essence. More lead. Oh, he's gone. Can't do that. Recover Hydra data. Yeah, I think we're going to go one more day, guys. Let Hunter get healed up before we take on the next storyline mission. I know it's these side missions aren't really that great, but I don't want Hunter going in with severe wounds and having so many cards to have to redraw to get rid of the... In fact, when you're severely wounded, redrawing the cards even actually gives you negative status effects sometimes. It's not just a redraw. Knock out 3 enemies targeting Hunter. Get a reality anchor. That's the no knockback. Play 4 abilities the first 3 turns for an intel cache. That should be easy enough. It's just common, but we can do that. 3 enemies targeting Hunter. Let's not. I probably would be able to do it, but if things don't line up quite right, that might be trickier than it looks. Also, Hunter's not going, so that would really be bad, actually. All right, let's see, we got Blade. Let's take Carol and Steve. I think this will work out. Rune of Vertigo. We probably... I don't know what we need. Zinger Protocol's probably not it, though. Let's pull that one. Let's grab a Phoenix Flame just in case. Rune of Vertigo. I don't even know if we're up against Lilith in this. Greater Strength Tonic. Gain 2 strength and 2 vulnerable. Not the best. Let's do this, actually. We've got Blade with us. He's got a couple of cards that do well with bleed, so. Okay, hack the terminal.
Hydra has been collecting field data of some sort on a remote server nearby, and we have a chance here to look for ourselves.
Yeah, we have to hack the 3 stations. Or 2, yeah, 3 stations. Protect the device. Card. I've gained 325 block. And everyone's after Blade.
If we can install Carol's script on
We have
those
4
consoles,
moves.
it will do the hard work for us. Assuming we can keep Hydra from blowing up the server first.
Okay.
Objective confirmed.
Okay. I think, since we know that we are going to have to fight the Dread Maiden anyway, I think we'll not be quite so gung-ho with the terminals. And we'll get some more... We'll focus a little more on the bad guys here.
That's some move.
Watch me.
That was something.
Okay. We can do this, gain 216 block, give all 108 block to all allies, draw 2 cards. Probably should have thought of that first, but
Target confirmed. That's the stuff.
all right. Let's hold off on that. Okay, we're going to have a shield bounce on these 2, get them taunted off of Blade onto Steve.
Here we go.
Okay, they're weakened.
Nice armor. Pity if someone punched a hole in it.
We're going to have Carol shove him back into there. No, let's not do that. He's not attacking anybody. Let's shove him into this.
They're repositioning. I need a medic here.
Okay, there's that. I have 4, which means I can run my hero combo next turn. That gets him a bunch of block. Anything we want to redraw? Nah, I think I'm good. Lifesteal, apply bleed. This will apply 2 bleed. Yeah, I think we're all right. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's keep our heroism.
You're wasting your energy.
Okay, there's our Dread Maiden again.
Brace yourselves, people. Company's coming.
No change in plans?
Okay.
Hope you're ready for a fight.
All right, I'm going to do this.
Should get the blood pumping.
And then I'm going to do this. Okay, and then we're gonna do this. Since she's bleeding anyway. That'll do a decent amount of damage. Or we could take this guy out. Oh, no, we can't. It'll leave him 13 health. Everybody's coming after Carol, and she's got no block. 446. What's that get us? Leaves us short on both of them by just a touch. But I could do it. What I could do is I can have Steve shove this guy back into here.
They're trying to flank.
Number one, he won't be attacking anything, and number two, that sets us up to do this to him and finish him off.
That was awesome.
Okay. I actually kind of want this guy to hit the device because I don't want him to hit Steve because he'll just do life steal and get tougher. We'll take him out maybe next turn if we can. That's all of our heroism. What's his deal? Why is he showing damage? Oh, because Carol's Blade's about to get smacked into him. That's probably what. I don't have anything other than a move. I'm going to move Blade away from everybody else, though.
Tracking movement.
I think that's as good as we're going to get there. Let's go ahead and move on.
For Hydra.
Maybe you should try something new.
All right, there we go. Now we got some flexibility. Okay, she's wounded.
Try harder next time.
Taking the shot.
And vulnerable.
They've got friends.
You've got nothing to fear.
Okay, he got counter. That's not great.
Haven't lost interest yet.
Okay, a little bit of block back there. She's gonna knock us back, it looks like. Okay, well. These cards aren't great. This is free. But who do we taunt? Okay, well, first of all, she needs to cure herself.
I have movement.
And I think so does Blade.
Where do you think you are?
Okay, so she can play this for free. Unfortunately, she's not going to get binary. Actually, you know what? Let's redraw Photon Beam. She's not using it. Regroup does what? 172 block, recover 228 health, and draw a card. This is good.
One more time.
Gonna knee strike, gain block equal to damage dealt. This is quick. Okay, who's coming after her? Anybody? Nobody. Well, this guy is. But this is quick, so we need to do one of these guys here.
Never seen that before.
Okay, we're gonna do this. This gets us nothing, but it gets us two resists and a counter. Taunt each enemy in an area. Gain 1 counter and 2 resist. Okay. That'll get the two dogs and 1 guy on her. She can block the 1 attack and resist the other 2. With the counters, she'll be fine.
I've got you.
She'll be able to do some damage. Okay, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna hit him with this. I have 2 card plays left. You know what? Why don't I do this instead? Apply 2 bleed. Who do we hit? This guy here has 451. This would take him out. She's still bleeding. That's 164 extra damage on top. So that's like 800 and change. That's half of her health. So let's do this. Let's get him bleeding. Or we could take one of these guys out. Or we could take one of these guys out and it's a free card. And it's somebody who's going after the device. That's a free card with a free heroism. Now we can do the hero combo. That's half of her health. Right, get her in the knees.
We make a great team.
Okay. And I guess we're hacking a data terminal. Because that's the only card we have left. Okay. Now we got a problem. Well, Carol's probably gonna not make it through this, but she does have 2 resists and she's got counter and she's got a good amount of block, so she might make it. She might make it. We'll see. Have a move. I don't think I've shoved anybody yet, have I? Is there anybody we could take out with a quick shove? This guy. Kind of hate to knock him out. I'd rather use him with a ability, but Steve's got problems coming his way though, because she's coming after him. You can tell because he's showing lost health. I don't know if that's a bug or if it's supposed to be that way, but that's the only guy coming after Steve. So let's start working that guy down, I guess. I don't really know.
You brought this on yourself.
Okay, that's that. Moving on.
Eternity awaits.
Okay.
Looks like it's up to me now.
Oh no. That's one resist. Oh no, she can't resist her attacks. That's right. Okay, she resisted the effect. She's not binary anymore, but...
Good here.
And she's out.
I'll do what I can. Backup is on the way.
I don't think they need backup. They seem to have it under control. Oh, this isn't good. Okay, this guy's got counter. Boy, she's almost down.
Still looking at me.
Okay. Probably going to redraw this. Gain damage equal to... Gain block equal to damage dealt for the next 2 turns and draw 2 cards. Who do I get back up? I don't even have any heroism to get anybody back up yet. Well, I'm gonna start with this.
Engaging.
This gets us a couple more cards.
Help is at hand.
Quick punch, taunt, draw a card, knockback, taunt. That's just 70 damage. 70 damage isn't enough to do much. But it'll take out this dude here.
Roger that. You wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes back at Camp Lehigh.
Okay. I guess we're getting Blade back up.
Back in the game.
All right. Blade's got Relentless. Knockback. Damage this turn, apply forceful. This is 113 plus knockback damage. This guy's 151. Post is 230. Drop it on him and take him out. Okay, so I need to just get another heroism then. Knockback taunt if he has full health. He does not. Only have one move. What I can do is I can shove this guy into this.
Enemy unit repositioning. Don't bother getting up.
Do that. And then I can do this. And I can knock this guy into blade. No, I can't. All right. Well, I can throw this at him. That'll move me into the right spot. Uses up one of my heroism, which I'm not excited about. But now I can do this, knock him back into him. That's my heroism back. It's another card. And it's an enemy off the field. And it's more block for Steve. That's no good. Best defense. I already have that going. Let's redraw that. Shield bounce. We got 2 card plays left. Okay, she's still bleeding. I can redraw for some more health, although he's up to full at this point, isn't he? He is. On knockout, draw 2 cards. I don't have anybody I can knock out with this, unfortunately. Unless he can go over the edge. Nope. And it's not quite enough to get its job done. 97 will do it. Probably should have made her vulnerable, but okay. Plus 113 damage if he's full health, which he is. So that's 226. That's enough to get rid of one of these guys. Barely enough to get rid of one of these guys. Can apply weak to everybody. They're all coming after him anyway.
Watch my back.
Splitting this guy's probably a mistake, but
That will not distract me.
yeah, it's probably was a mistake splitting him.
I know what my future holds.
Okay, there's that. And that is, I think that's about it. She's almost down. Okay, knocked me into her own guy. Okay. No. Oh, that's terrible.
I'll handle it.
Vulnerable too.
Hey, that actually hurt.
No, he survived.
Enemy forces converging on our position.
That's impressive.
You're ready now.
She's almost down. Probably have to take her out twice, I imagine. Okay, what do we got? They are not coming after. All right. This is taunt, knockback. She's got 222 left. This is half of it. I'm gonna have him play this. All right. It's gonna do a punch. Mostly gonna get her.
I'm going in. I fear no end. That will not distract me.
Okay, and she's down to 53. Okay, this is definitely going to get him. $169 plus 113. A lot of damage to waste on that little guy. Take the dog out completely. Take this guy out completely. Let's do that.
Hope they're ready. There's still time to run away, but you better get going.
All right, a quick punch. We'll take him out.
Roger that.
Maybe you should teach me that one.
Redraw that. And let's redraw this. Tactician. Plus 4 heroism. 216 block. He's already at top. 108 block to all allies. Draw 2 cards. That's my last card play, so that's not going to work. I'm going to redraw this. Oh, I can't. Shoot. Okay. This is another quick. Let's take him out.
Let's do this.
Nice work.
He's got 438 left. Plus 54 damage. Plus 218. He'll use that next time. Knock out the shield. All right, let's hack the terminal. Let's finish her off. Good, we don't have to get her twice. That's good. Now we just need to break him, break his shield. Yeah, break his shield with this. And then we'll hack the terminal and that'll be the end. As long as he's still up at the end of the turn, we're good.
You don't look so tough. You sure
That's just bad business right there. Now there's two of them, and they're stronger than he was at first. And there he's out.
I'm on my own, just like the old days.
Yeah, but you know what? You're going to be all right because we got a plan. Because this guy doesn't have enough shield. .386, you can beat 386.
Haven't cut him loose yet.
With Savage.
Playtime's over. It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
Okay, and now you hack the terminal. And that's it.
You've recovered the data. Excellent work out there.
And all the Lilith run away, apparently, because their job is done. Yeah, that was a rough mission. But we got a decent amount of skill essences out of it, that's for sure. And we got a little intel cache. Not too bad. Looking good. Let's move back to the Abbey. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I think that is it. Nico wants to do Emo Kids, which is fine. We'll do that next time and see what's up with that. But for now, we're going to call it an episode because we're getting late here. So hope you've enjoyed this. Rough mission. Kind of a rough mission, especially with having to take out the Dread Maiden. Those are usually pretty easy. You just have to hack the terminals. But adding in taking her out, there's a lot of heat on that battlefield there. But we got it done, second try, and it's all good. So anyway, we'll see you guys next time, and thanks for watching.